Should I buy a GWM? It's a question we get asked quite often. People are enticed by the attractive price tag, but they're worried about the lack of track record in servicing and backup, and they worry about build quality.
Take this little guy. It's the new entry from GWM, or Great Wall Motors. It's called the C20R, and from the outside the build quality looks alright. The panel gaps are pretty good and the alignment of the body panels is good.
And what nice panels they are. I'm a fan of the looks of this little crossover. It's funky and stylish, but still compact. Not compact enough to fit into my garage, mind you. It is longer than a Mini. It's a nice size and designed with attitude. The SUV-style scuff plate, roof rails and black wheel arches give it a bit of a rugged feel as well.
Inside, again, it all looks good from a quality point of view. I love this red and black interior. Not leather, but it looks like leather. The console and the dash, simple but funky. I like it. So far, so good. Driving home the other night though, I put the windscreen wipers on because it was belting down with rain, and you can feel the vibration of the windscreen wipers going through the steering wheel. A little bit odd. Also, it makes some really odd noises, from a sort of springy noise off the clutch to the noises of the engine at idle. It's just a little bit strange. It doesn't give you a great sense of confidence in the quality.
Other than that, I haven't found too much wrong with it. The drive is not unpleasant, with the 1.5-litre engine putting out 77 kilowatts and 138 newton meters. Not to be sniffed at, although I wouldn't say it feels as powerful as it sounds on paper, and don't even bother trying to go up a hill with the air conditioner on. The road holding is not bad, and although I haven't been able to test it out myself yet, the C20R is apparently good for the occasional gravel road too. Here on the black stuff, it does feel the bumps quite a bit, and considering it's a city car, I have to say I'm quite disappointed with the turning circle.
Boot space really isn't great, but what you can do once you lift this up is put stuff in the storage compartments there. Also, you can take those out and then you can drop that shelf down, giving you a bit more depth. Also unique to GWM, and something we saw on the C10 that returns in the C20R, these seats can slide forward and back, giving you a bit more room in the boot. Very nifty.
The interior is comfy enough, and front occupants are kept safe by dual airbags, while rear passengers will find plenty of room for their legs. The C20R is well spec'd, with rear park assist and height adjustable headlamps, just two of the many features.
So what if something mechanical does go wrong, as happened to a colleague of ours whose odometer just stopped working? Well, GWM has a warranty of 3 years, 100,000 kilometers, and they've just introduced on the C20R a 3-year, 45,000 kilometer service plan, which is a really nice thing to have.
What will those services be like? Well, it depends which of GWM's 70 outlets and service centres you go to. If you happen upon the same dealership our colleague with the faulty Odo did, you'll get a left hand that doesn't know what the right hand is doing. As with all manufacturers though, all dealers are not equal. And as with all cars, sometimes you just get a dud. So perhaps we shouldn't be too harsh based on the experience of one person we know.
So would I tell you to buy a GWM? Well, probably not. This is a very cute little car, and priced at just under 155,000 Rand, it does offer quite a lot. It's well spec'd, it looks great, and while hardly inspired, the drive is more than adequate at this price.
The car in itself is not a bad offering by any means. It has its quirks, but it's not a bad car. As I said at the beginning, people are enticed to buy GWMs because they compete on price. The manufacturer has clearly stated they don't want to compete on price anymore. They want people to choose their cars because they see them as good as their competitors.
And that's where I have an issue, because proportionately, the level of risk of buying a brand that doesn't have decades and decades of happy customers behind it is no longer outweighed by cheap as chips price.